Are we live? We're live. I couldn't tell. It had not notified me. Trying to make sure that things are nice and straight. Sorry. Technical difficulties. Okie dokie. There we go. Hopefully it won't like droop down and fall. Alrighty, well, how has your week been? I have been a busy bee getting all of the things somewhat done. I still got a lot of things to finish, but I have so many fun things coming out at the end of January and then the beginning-ish to midpoint of February. I'm going to be showing you some of the things that I've been working on. I'm also going to talk to you a little bit about the book club and how I really think you should join if you haven't. Yeah, so this is just going to be casual. If you've got questions, you guys throw them up and I'll do my best to respond as they come through. Typically things are a little delayed on my end, so if I don't answer immediately whenever you put a comment in, don't worry, I will do it as they come through and as I see them. So first up, one of the February designs is going to be made in the Lion Brand Kobu yarn. And this picture does not do this color justice. This looks more red, but the colorway is magenta. So it is a very vibrant pink, just luscious and deep and beautiful and gorgeous. This Kobu yarn, so I have started a couple of crochet designs in the Kobu. And here's a couple of things that I will say. I think this yarn is better for knitting projects. And one of the reasons is, I'm just going to pull this out. So it's not twisted very tightly. I don't know if it'll actually show up if I put that there. So it's not twisted very tightly. So when you go to crochet, oh, here's the end. It's a lot easier, isn't it? So if you look at the end right there, see how it's kind of like frayed a little bit. So as you get to crocheting, the crochet hook tends to go in between the strands and it gets hooked on things and it's just kind of stressful. And so the design that I have in my mind will utilize this gorgeous, gorgeous yarn, but it's going to be a knitting pattern. So if you are a knitter, you'll enjoy it. And if you're a crocheter who wants to be a knitter, it's going to be simple enough, and there will be a full video tutorial where I'm going to walk you through each thing and you're totally going to be able to make it. So if you are at all interested in doing this February project in the Kobu, I recommend follow me on Instagram. That's where I update most frequently. That's just my favorite platform to be on. And then Facebook would be next. And I'd also be curious, have you worked with the Kobu? I know that Stephanie from All About Ami, she's designed, I want to say it's her latest cardigan called the Rosewood cardigan. I think it's done in this, and it's crochet, I believe. I'm probably getting that wrong. But nevertheless, I just find that it's less stressful if you're knitting versus crocheting. So be on the lookout for that. And that's a really beautiful, beautiful yarn. The next thing is, this is a sneak peek of a cardigan that I am currently making. And I found a DK weight yarn at Hobby Lobby that was just scrumptious and lovely. And so this is the back panel. So we have just a real small ribbing row right here. I haven't blocked it or anything, so that's why the stitches are kind of wonky looking. But it's just simple stockinette net, and it's got the cream colored panel and then this lighter pink and then another cream stripe and then this beautiful magenta looking color as well. And I'm currently working on the sleeves. So one of the sleeves is right here. And so it's just a cream, the magenta and cream at the top. That's what both of the sleeves will be. And then because it's a cardigan, the front will mimic the back as far as the striping goes. So it'll be cream, the light pink cream, and then the magenta at the top. And these are definitely thinner knitting needles. So this project has taken me a little bit of time. I'm not as fast at knitting as I am crochet. So these are 4mm needles, but I am loving how it's turning out. It's not a yarn eater. It works up really, really fast. And I believe that the cardigan only takes about 2,000 yards, like right under 2,000 yards of yarn. So I'm really excited about that one. That one will be going out to my garment testers next week. And then some of you might have seen, let me pull this out. This is a blanket, Valentine's themed. I still need to weave in my ends, but I have named this the Puffy Hearts blanket. I absolutely love it. This particular blanket went through two variations. I first started out wanting to kind of do a faded intarsia where it went up red and then speckled and then got thick in the white and then faded back. But I didn't like it. I wanted to crochet the blanket. And so as I was doing it, and I started to do the tapestry crochet. If you're familiar with that, it's where you feed in another color and try to mimic like what you would see in knitting. It started to draw the blanket in the center, and I did not like that at all. I didn't like how it looked, so I pulled everything out and started over completely and ended up with this. And so this is actually headed to testers as well, and they'll be working on it, and it'll be ready for release in time for Valentine's, or some other ideas that you could do if you don't want to do Valentine's themed. If you were to do it in a blue, like a baby blue, and then the little hearts or clouds, if you will, make them white, that could be really cute. It would kind of fit like a Toy Story themed room. So that'll be a lot of fun. And again, there'll be a video tutorial for that. And then this is a redo of an old design that needed some love and attention. And for anybody that has ever wanted to make or master crochet chevron stitches, I know for some people it's a really big struggle, mainly because your stuff gets off, or your triangles start, going this way, or they just don't stay symmetrical and all of that. So this is just a peek. I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5 colors kind of interchanging for this one. And this is the twin size. But this is just the perfect beginner chevron crochet blanket that I am in the middle of revamping so that I can photograph. And that will be going to testers as well. And just making sure that everything is perfect and good to go. And it will have a full video as well to kind of walk you through the steps. And I go slow so that you can really make sure that you're doing the right things and yielding the result that you want, which is a nice chevron blanket. So I'm out of breath because I'm 34 weeks pregnant and I've got a big basketball sitting in my lap. So I'm like, and he is kicking my rib cage. So the next thing I want to talk about is the book club. And guys, if you have not signed up for the book club, and I say sign up, it's totally free. There is no obligation to this. It's honestly just a way for us to connect and communicate and like be reading something together and discussing it. And I started this, and I will say I have thoroughly enjoyed reading Clara's story and kind of getting to know her. That's one thing that I love about a good author is when they can draw you in and make you feel like you've known them for years. She does an excellent job at that. The stories that she tells, I just feel like I'm sitting there across from her in the living room, and we're just chatting, and she's telling me about her life. So I am so enjoying this, and I am looking forward to finishing it and writing up all my thoughts in a blog post. And so, yeah, if you haven't signed up or, said, yeah, I'm going to join the book club or whatever, and I do think I am going to start a Facebook group just so we can kind of like maybe be talking about it and make it a little easier to interact and discuss it a little bit more. But I will, after the stream is done, I'll link the actual blog post where you can get all the information, because I have all the books listed out all the way until I believe August, and then we're going to take like a month break, and then I'm going to pick a few more for us to do to end out the year. But basically each book will take 3 weeks for each book, take a week break, and then 3 weeks for the next book. And all the books are planned out, and the dates we start and the dates we end are all in that blog post. Hello, yarn friends. Hey, Debbie. Thank you for joining us and saying hi. I'm so glad you're here. So yes, excellent, excellent, excellent. I'm excited to read her other books. I think she has, I was looking on Amazon, and I think she has 4 total, maybe more. And then I was reading on the back, Debbie Stoller. She's an author of the Stitchin', BITCH, I'm not going to say that word, series of knit and crochet books. And then Stephanie Pearl McPhee, it looks like she wrote At Knit's End, Knitting Rules, and then All Wound Up. So those were 2 other ones that I was going to look into. And I think, yeah, the other people, they just run like blogs and websites and stuff. But Clara herself, I believe she has 4 books total from what I remember. So yeah, I just really have enjoyed getting to know her and kind of connecting, if you will, in that way. And she did comment on Instagram whenever I tagged her saying that on Wednesday we were starting reading, and she said she was so excited to see that we were reading her book. And so it'd be cool, maybe we could have like a guest thing where she comes in and tells us a little bit more. I don't know, who knows what will happen. But and then one other thing, I have a couple of like little DIY craft projects if you're into decorating for Valentine's Day. So these I need to weave in the ends. The book, you can get it used on Amazon, I think for like less than $10. Some people are utilizing the library and getting it that way. We love books in our house. We have a ton of books. We're homeschoolers, so we have tons and tons and tons of books. So I just went ahead and bought it on Amazon. But if you want to do the digital route, you can get it on the Kindle app. I'm not sure if it's on Audible if you wanted to listen to it rather than read it. But less than $10 if you get it in the used sections. Like when you go to Amazon and you type in the book title and it'll say buy new, and then usually right down below there's like a buy used, and it's usually, considerably discounted. Yeah, it's less than $10 if you get it used for sure. Okay, one of those comments that came up, let me see what it said. How do I, there. No audiobooks. I know what you mean. I cannot stand digital readers. I'm like, I need something physical in my hand. The yarn from Hobby Lobby did you use for the cardigan? Okay, so the yarn was Soft and Sleek in DK, I believe was the name of it. It was the Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek DK. Hey, Leanna, in the DK weight. And the colors that they have they're incredible. I kept squishing and touching all of them because I was like, oh, which ones do I want to do? But I knew I was trying to stay on Valentine themed colors. So I was like, no, stick with the cream and the pinks and all of that. So these little guys, I have a couple of different tutorials that I am doing with these. They're just simple, teeny tiny little hearts, and I'm going to squish this up so the tails aren't distracting. But it's just a simple little heart. And so one of the DIYs is just a little garland to make. So you could hang it on a bookshelf. You could hang it on a chalkboard. You could hang it on a headboard of a little girl's room, or on a mantle, just something really simple. And this is Karen Simply Soft. So, I mean, it's going to cost you pennies to make a garland. And if you just get one skein, you can make a garland. And then another project, I don't know if you guys have ever seen on Pinterest, like the white canvases, and it'll have, you can set it right there. The white canvases, they have like all the little hearts in a row, kind of like in the center of the canvas. Like if you were to do it like this and they're like all going like that. I've seen them done in paper, and I've seen them stamped and painted. All right, see you Wednesday. Thanks for coming. So getting back to my train of thought, hello. Thank you. My earrings are from Nickel and Suede. They are a mama-owned company in Kansas City, just 3 hours from me. I love, love, love them. Very high quality. I have a lot of pairs. So yes, I love them. Okay, so for the canvas, we can hot glue them on and just make like a really cute piece that you just put up on your mantle or you hang on a wall. It could even be wall decor for a little girl's room or a nursery or your office or whatever you want. It doesn't matter. And I have made tons, as you can see. I just haven't woven in the ends yet. Oh, that's okay if you join late. You can definitely watch the replay for sure. And then the last thing that I want, okay, so I had garland, the canvas. I've got to think now what the third thing was that I was going to do with them. Okay. So you have the garland, right? You know what that is, obviously. I also thought it would be really cute to do maybe like a gradient of different colors. I might just stick with this color and just do that. But basically where you have them on a string and they're just, you know, hanging down vertically like that. Just something cutesy and fun, and that could be done for Valentine's, like I said, or you could use it as a little way to, you could sew it onto a shirt if you wanted to. You could put it on a beanie, just like a little heart beanie, lots of different options. But so fast, so simple to make. And if you just have like one skein of Caron Simply Soft, you know, it's a fast way to use it up. And just a fun, cute little project. So yeah, like I said, I have more ideas than I'll ever be able to accomplish. But for now, these are the things that I'm working on. These are the things that you can expect. I also have, if any of you have been following me for a while, like over 3 years, thank you. The scarf is one that I taught how to do in my Tunisian crochet group. And if you have not joined my Tunisian crochet group, I will be sure to link that after the live stream. And super simple, very easy, and the pattern will be on the blog hopefully soon. But it's for sure, I taught how to do it in my Tunisian club. And I believe it's Tuesday, every Tuesday evening, I go live in my Tunisian club on Facebook, and I just teach either a stitch or something that is associated with a pattern that I have designed this week, I'm sorry. I taught how to do the Tunisian knit stitch because I have a cardigan, Home Sweet Home cardigan, coming out probably late February, and it uses the Tunisian knit stitch. And real simple, very easy, great for practicing Tunisian. It's great for making blankets, swatches, rags, any of that type of stuff. So if that's something that will interest you, I will definitely link it after the live stream. And I'll put all the information there so you guys can find everything. And yeah, so hopefully this was exciting for you to see the stuff that's coming. I hope that you join the book club. Whether you get the hard copy, whether you get it from the library, or whether you listen to it or do it on the Kindle, whatever way you'd want to do it, I would just love for you to join with me. And like I said, I do think I am going to go ahead and create a group on Facebook just so we can talk throughout the week about it, because I just want to be able to discuss it with people who are reading it right alongside me. I think that would be really fun. So yeah, make sure that you tune in on Monday. I will have my Happy Mail Monday, a new little thing that I've started where I share different things that I've gotten, whether it be yarn or fashion stuff or tools, or I have something that I just got from Amazon that I think some of you suggested it, and I went ahead and got it, and I just want to kind of give you my thoughts on it and let you know what I think. And so that's on Mondays. You can expect that. And then, of course, new videos all throughout the week. I try to do it every day, but sometimes I don't make it. But definitely you can always count on the live stream and Happy Mail Mondays. So with all that being said, I hope you have a great night. I hope that you have a great Friday and a good weekend. And be sure you're following me on social. It's at YarnHookNeedles everywhere. and I will be talking with you all very soon.